A rare polar bear showed up on the shores of Iceland and police shot it. What the heck? There's a picture of the bear dead, but I didn't want to show the dead picture of the bear. It's just a sad picture of a little bear on the beach, but a little old lady lived in her summer house in Iceland. She spotted a polar bear, called the police. She said she was very afraid and wanted to leave. They said, "Don't leave. We'll take care of it." And they took care of him all right. He was about 200 pounds, kind of a small bear for a polar bear, and they just shot him. Well, first they made a call and they said, "Hey, should we relocate him to Greenland where the ice bears are actually from?" And they said, "Nah, it takes too much money to move him." Shoot him. And so they did. They shot him dead right there. See, it's really rare for a polar bear to make it all the way to Iceland, even though the Germans call them ice bears. They're actually not from Iceland. Most of them live over in Greenland, or they live up at the North Pole where they just chill out up there all day. I don't know, doing their polar bear stuff, largest land predator, just chilling out all day. But sometimes because of global warming, they get stuck on these ice floes, you see, and then they're stuck, and then they're just imagine you're stuck on this floating ice cube for a long time, and you're getting hungrier and hungrier, and then finally you come onto land and you're like, "Oh my god, could somebody feed me please?" And a policeman sees you and shoots you. That was what happened to this little guy. It seems unfair to me that we're destroying their habitats, and then when they find when they just wash up on our shores because of our efforts, we also shoot them. It'd be like burning somebody's house down and shooting them as they ran out of it screaming for help. Something like that. I think it's an apt metaphor. That's what they did to the Symbolize liberation front when they rescued Patty Hearst. They uh, they shot her. They shot not her. They made sure she was free. But then they lit their house on fire and shot them as they came out. I think something similar happened to David Koresh and his cult. It's something like that. I think that's what we're doing to the polar bears. I don't know. How do you feel about it, Bartleby? I mean, does it seem like humanity's doing the right thing here? Uh, Poisoning the earth so that the polar ice caps melt so that the bears have no place to live, and then they end up floating on ice cubes to Iceland, and then we shoot them? I don't know. Shouldn't we have like a sanctuary for them at least? At least do something? I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think it should cost that much money to stick a dart in one of them and bring them back to Greenland. But that would send the wrong example to the other bears. They said all the other bears will think they can just get a free ride to Iceland anytime they want if we just ship them back to Greenland. Got to shoot them dead right then and there. Little old lady in her summer house said that she'll be sticking around now, finishing out her vacation now that the bear has been neutralized, so to speak. I don't know. It makes me pretty sad that the bear had to die. Doesn't seem right to me. I don't think he had to die. We could have done something else. Or we could just, stop destroying his habitat. He was just an adolescent bear. In America, we only kill browns and blacks, adolescents. We only kill brown and black adolescent bears in America because we don't have polar bears. It's not a race thing. We just don't. We don't have white bears in America. So we kill the blacks and the browns, especially when they're adolescents. Our cops do mostly because they're scary that they exist. Imagine your existence is so scary to the most powerful species on planet Earth that they think that they have the right to just shoot you on sight. Oh, Bartleby, no humanity.